Stephen Wonderboy Thompson versus Belal Muhammad.
Yeah, and speaking about fighters that we love that we have to pick against, I'm sorry, Belal, I love you, but
you know what? Not a lot of people can say that, but this podcast actually, we're fans of Belal Muhammad. He probably gets the most hate of any fighter on the UFC roster, possibly Greg Hardy and him, and he's not a woman beater. So
why do you think he gets hate?
Dude, I don't know why he gets hate, but on MMA Twitter, I know people are pretty brutal on there, but he gets a lot of hate, man. Don't know what it is. I think he's a pretty nice guy.
He's a solid fucking dude.
I thought he was too.
But anyway, yeah, I digress.
Right.
Yeah. So looking into this fight, Stephen Thompson last 3 fights, Gilbert Burns, he unfortunately lost to. I think he could have won that fight if it was just that one takedown in the 3rd round that cost him that fight, in my opinion.
The fight sucked.
And that last title fight, yeah, the fight did kind of suck. But before that, he didn't wipe the floor with them, but he beat Vicente Luque and he beat Jeff Neal fairly cleanly.
I would say that's fair to say, because I think both fights were very one-sided.
Yeah, he outstruck them all day. And you see what Vicente Luque is doing right now. So
he's up there.
How good Stephen Thompson is. Belal is a pressure fighter. He loves to, he'll pressure, he likes to march forward with pressure. He'll fucking throw the punches. He'll fucking clinch. He'll maybe throw you to the ground, beat you up a little bit, let you back up, punch you, that's how he fights,
Yeah.
Belal. We all know his fucking style. But Stephen Thompson is like the perfect antithesis to like the style that Belal Muhammad brings.
Right.
Slick, he's gonna get out of the way and he's gonna counter strike and he's gonna move. And that's what I see happening in this fight. He's gonna be switching stances. He's gonna be just kind of picking him apart from the outside, while Bully B tries to just go in and fucking take just go in and do that patented pressure. But
yeah, that's what he does.
I just don't see him winning.
That's
as I love Belal, and I will remember the name, but I got Wonderboy in this one.
Yeah, dude, Belal Muhammad, if you look at his stats and you look at his resume, you're like, wow, holy fuck, he's 10-1-1 in his last 12 fights. He is he's 5-0-1 technically in his last 6 fights, with that one Leon Edwards eye poke. Leon Edwards would have beat him up, I think, without a doubt. He was looking like he was already going to beat him up, but he did poke him in the eye. It wasn't no contest. He's 4-0-1 in his last 5. He's coming off that win over Damian Maia. I think it might have been Damian Maia's last fight, if I'm not mistaken, in the UFC. So we're seeing a different version of Damian Maia than we normally would, but he's got a plus 0.8 striking differential, only 42% accuracy, 1.8 takedowns per fight at 28% accuracy, and 91% takedown defense. Pretty stellar with that takedown defense. You look back on his resume though, and you're like, oh, it kind of makes sense why he's 10-1-1. His only loss is to Hands of Talc Jeff Neal, who won last week. I can't believe he fucking won. It's unbelievable. I'm not a fan of his anymore. But
good.
What's up? Oh, you're lagging hard, body, dude.
He looked good. Jeff Neal looked good.
Yeah, he did look good. And yeah, I'll agree with you there. He looked good, but I didn't want to see him win, if I'm being honest with you. But he's gonna be taking on that Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, 2-3 in his last 5. Also fought Jeff Neal, Hands of Talc recently. Put on a fucking clinic though, absolute clinic. Both guys mostly go to decision. I could see a decision in this one, but Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, he's got a plus 1.25 striking differential at 43% accuracy, 73% takedown defense. He's been fighting forever. He's been fighting since 2012. Just recently he started getting to we've seen him lose. We've seen a chink in the armor, but like he's still the real deal. He's been fighting absolute killers. So I'm gonna for sure go with Stephen Wonderboy Thompson in this one. I think that he's able to pick apart Belal Muhammad, and I
Wow,
don't know if I see a finish. Belal Muhammad's a very tough dude, but I definitely see a Stephen Wonderboy Thompson victory in this fight.
Yeah, and you mentioned the 42% accuracy in Belal strikes. A lot of his strikes are to set his opponent up against the cage. So he's throwing that to get his opponent to back up a little bit, and then boom, he's in his zone. He's got octagon control, and then
Right.
he can outland his opponent.
Exactly.
Wonderboy's going to be on the outside during this fight, but I think he wins it all day.
As he does always. He's always moving backwards up against the fence and still outstriking you. That's just how he works.
Yeah.
But I am glad that we're probably, hopefully, going to see a Stephen Wonderboy Thompson Boy victory this week. So I'm pretty amped about that. But either way, we're both agreeing. We're both going to go with Stephen.